Hi there, and welcome to Bistro 4 and 4. Today, we'll be making pancakes, and not just any pancakes, but pancakes that are easier to make than Eggs Benedict. And to start it off, we use butter. Doesn't matter how much. You see, I just cut a random cube. We're eyeballing it. Everything here is going to be eyeballed. But we're going to enhance our butter. That's right, it's not going to be brown butter or anything fancy. No, we are going to air fry our butter. And air fried butter is healthier butter. Am I right? Right. So while our butter's air frying, we're going to take an egg. It's a random egg. It's not a fraction of an egg. Too lazy to do that. We're going to whisk that thing together. And we're going to get some proper PPE, because frankly that glass ramekin in the air fryer that has your air fried butter in it is going to be hot. Should be obvious, but it wasn't to me at the time, which is why I had to run and get my oven mitts. See, I highly recommend oven mitts, frankly, because burns are not fun. This all sounds like it should be obvious, but I also thought that making pancakes would be easier than Eggs Benedict, and I thought that was obvious, so here I am stating obvious things to people. And speaking of not so obvious things, you don't actually understand the correlation to Eggs Benedict yet, but we'll get there. But more importantly, right now, we are adding graham crackers to a food processor. Well, that might be confusing, and it should be, because that's typically not a pancake ingredient, nor pretzels. But in this case, they are. See, I'm low on flour and sugar. But it turns out that, well, when you really want pancakes and you just have an assorted variety of junk food-based carbohydrates lying around and a food processor, well, the world is your pancake. It's also your oyster, but it's also your pancake. So getting back to our food processor, it looks like we were able to create flour. That's right, I did not have flour or sugar on hand, but I did happen to have stale graham crackers and pretzels. So, using the food processor, we were able to process food to unprocess it to make processed flour. Sure, that logic works. Moving along, we have baking powder. It's a key ingredient to any successful pancake. If you don't have any, don't bother with pancakes. It's not worth your time. See, it really makes them fluffy. It gives you that nice fluffy pancake experience, so to speak. Unless you're making yeasted pancakes, but we do not have yeast. We don't have 24 hours. We have less than 10 minutes. So, baking powder it is. Moving on to our liquids. To get a nice pancake consistency, use whatever you have on hand. In this case, I happen to have some filtered water on this table, so that is what I am using. But you could use milk, heavy cream, coconut milk, some variety of light beer if you're feeling it, or in the immortal words of Lewis Black, almond juice. It's not almond milk, it's almond juice. The argument there is that there is no almond heat, therefore there can be no milk. However, almond juice is delicious in my opinion, so there will be no judgment if you choose to use it. I mean, granted, we're making pancakes using graham crackers, pretzels, and you notice there's a box of Gushers, so you know I'm going to use those, so who am I to judge what liquid you use? And speaking of judging, it appears that I am having issues with butter adhering to every surface except the surface I need it to adhere to. It's sticking to the spatula, the knife, and oh, there we go, I figured it out. I will note that the griddle does not appear to be as hot as I need it to be, or would have preferred. It will still cook a pancake, but the butter should be melting at a faster rate. But that's okay. The pancake is essentially unmeasured ingredients made of junk food, so we'll get through this together. And as we put the pancake on the griddle, it seems to be at a acceptable consistency. I also only have enough for one pancake, so this is why the title of the video is Pancake and not Pancakes. And now the moment you may have been waiting for, what was I going to do with those Gushers? Well, it turns out the Gushers can possibly make fantastic sprinkles, we'll find out. Plus they're colorful, pretty, and, well, frankly, they remind me of my childhood. And this particular flavor pack is tropical fruit. And who doesn't like tropical fruit with a pancake? And while we're watching this pancake cook, we should go back to the point of the video. Why am I doing this? Which is a fantastic question, and it all started to a comment a friend made about Eggs Benedict being a hard breakfast food to make. Now, that by itself is an unoffensive statement until you get to the second half, in which he compares Eggs Benedict to pancakes in difficulty. Yes, that's right, pancakes are as hard to make as Eggs Benedict. So this video was to spite him, and as you can see, that's a pancake in my hands that I dare say looks like a pancake and not that bad. In fact, it looks so good, I'm going to try to eat it right now. And seeing how I didn't spit it back out immediately on the plate, I dare say this was a success, especially with the tropical fruit gushers. And so there you have it. You can make a pancake without measuring anything, add some stuff in your cabinet, and it'll come out better than Eggs Benedict.